one, the only Jessica Anderson is in here from Anderson Kusher with another fine edition of the Love Court.
Good morning.
In session. Very good.
Attention.
Very
Attention.
Good. Very good. So we actually have a new question in the Love Court that we've never really had before.
Yeah, I don't think we have. So, dear Jessica, I'm getting divorced. We have 2 court appearances coming up. Neither of us have a lawyer. My soon-to-be ex-husband is very erratic, pretty crazy. And I don't think that he's going to win custody of the kids when we go to trial. I think he knows this too. He's now telling me that he doesn't want to go to court and he just wants to enter into an agreement. The problem is that we have a court appearance on Monday. I talked to the self-help center and they pointed me to a stipulation to vacate. What happens if I agree to vacate the hearing so that we don't have to go on Monday and then he refuses to sign the agreement?
Oh, then you're in a pickle.
Yeah, so
A big one.
I think she already instinctively kind of knows the answer to this based on her question. You should not give up your court appearances without an agreement that is fully signed. Mm-hmm. It is so hard to get back into court nowadays.
Yeah, we've been talking about that a lot.
Pretty much always. Like, I think as long as I've been on this show that it has been, difficult to get into family court. They are backlogged. And so we call it, judicial real estate. The judicial real estate is, there's not a lot of it. So if you give up your court appearance, you're looking at least 2 to 3 months before you can get back in. Maybe longer. In some departments, longer. So, and you've already been assigned a judge. Mm-hmm. So you're in that department. You can't switch departments or anything. So I would advise that you go to your court appearance on Monday. She doesn't say what kind of court appearance it is, but if she's got a trial set, it's either a settlement conference, which you should definitely go to because then the court can help you resolve the case.
Right.
Without having to worry about him signing anything. Or it might be like a preliminary hearing or something like that, in which case, don't give it up. Go on Monday because trial is the one that you definitely don't want to give up. But go on Monday and then maybe you can get him to agree to something on the record.
Wow.
So hard.
That's really...
It is hard because you don't, first of all, I will say to her, court is not that scary, especially the hearings that lead up to trial. Those are not.
And if you have a good attorney.
Mm-hmm. Well, she doesn't have one.
She needs one.
Yeah. So, yes, it's always my advice to get a lawyer. But, a lot of people can't afford a lawyer, and that's just the way it is. But court is not that scary. These judges are really, really well-versed in dealing with people that do not have lawyers. They're very patient. They're very caring people. So there's no one on the family court bench in Washoe County right now that I, think you should be afraid to be in front of. So
can I ask you a question? You talk about the backlog of cases and trying to get in front of a judge. We know in Nevada you can get a quickie divorce. We've talked about those many times. But if a person has to go from start to finish through a possible trial, which you hope it doesn't get that far.
Right.
But how long are we talking? Are we talking a year and a half, 2 years?
No. It should be done within a year.
Okay.
The court is set up so that, probably about 8 months, I would say, from beginning to end, if you don't have any continuances. The problem is people start to talk about settlement and then they vacate their settlement conference and then the settlement falls through and then they have to set another one, and same thing with trials. It's just, and that's not really people without lawyers. That's people with lawyers.
Right.
Wow. Okay.
Lawyers are always trying to resolve.
It's actually quicker than I thought it would be.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, no, Nevada's, I'm not saying that there aren't any cases that go beyond a year, but I don't really recall any. But remember, a lot of my practice is post-divorce cases.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So those cases go forever, right? The people that are fighting over their kids. I have clients that I've had for 10 years now.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty then.
That's a long time.
Hey, if you got questions for Jessica inside the Love Court, we have a great portal set up at our website, alice965.com. Jessica, you answer every single question you receive.
I sure do. And a lot of times we have back and forth via email, which is totally fine. I can give you more advice there too. But if you want to really sit down and get in-depth information from either me or my business partner, John Kusher, you can call us at 775-823-0049.